some good shit, huh? Eat it up.
Yeah, she likes it.
She's acting like she's starving. Good girl. Eating your breakfast. Just getting like every last little nibble. Here, you left a little piece right there. Get that. Yeah, get that.
Paranoia had settled in my soul once again as I wondered, what if Hinterleaf was working with Eileen and Montwine? I don't give a damn about this place, the ziggurat, or the whole destroying plague. Liam stood up, and then I saw that his legs seemed to have grown into the surface of the ziggurat. All right, I get it. I can't destroy the ziggurat because you're sitting on it, linked to it, and life is so hard for a Leggett and Category B citizen.
Select from popular items or look up item alphabetically. Quantities. To complete transaction. Please select from popular items or look up item alphabetically. Place item on scale.
If Sophie hears any movement from me in the morning, she'll come running down to say hello. 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 Of course. No. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, pretty girl. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. All right. Hello. It's me, Shannon. I'm getting ready to officially start my day. I haven't really done anything for the past 2 days. My boyfriend, he's off work on Fridays and Saturdays, so I really should calculate that into my plans when I announce them. Because if he's around, I'm hanging out with him generally if I have any free time. So that's what I did for the past couple days. But today, he's got to go to work tonight, so he's kind of revving up for that right now by taking a nap. Some days he tries to sleep as much as he can because his sleep schedule gets all screwed up when he's off because he wants to hang out with me, so then he's sleeping during my hours, so it's just a complete mess. But anyway, I wanted to show you what I've started, at least so far. Okay, I've purchased a couple more things since I last put out a video just to kind of help me out with this. I have more things that are arriving today, but I'm going to have to make do without them because they won't get here till later. But I got this little board that's like some type of cork board that's specifically for both cutting and soldering on. So far for the cutting part, it's been pretty good. You see here, I've started the next bunny, and I grinded the first piece. I've kind of done a little bit of a redesign with the body part of the piece and made him a little more egg-shaped. Before, it didn't really come up this far, and then I rounded out the head a little bit so it'll kind of fit in there. I just think it'll look better around the neck area, and that kind of makes the pattern a little bit more mine, even though I technically stole it from somebody else. But anyway, yeah, I am going to sit down and get the rest of this bunny grinded, get the coil or the copper foil put onto it, get it soldered, and see how long that takes me. I'm going to do just a tiny bit of filming, and if I can get this done in the morning hours, I want to try to attempt to make another bunny sometime this afternoon. So let's see if we can make this a 2 bunny day. Alright, I'm going to have to stop it right there. The one marker I have that's a permanent marker, I was kind of dealing with it up until now. The line, I'm still having trouble with the grinder, the water that's splashing up there. It's like, or I think it's more my glove when I'm going around and moving it. It's making the line come off. So I did already order some paint markers, which are what originally came with my kit. The ones that did come with my kit are all completely dried to the bone, so I'm waiting for some new ones to get here today. Don't know when they're going to arrive, but I think I'm going to wait until they get here, redraw this line, and then continue on from there. So in the meantime, I'm going to go back inside, chill for a little bit, because it is super cold out today. That's another thing that's been kind of keeping me from wanting to come out here. But I'm not going to let that stop me as long as I have the supplies I need today. I don't want to have another subpar bunny. It probably will be anyway, but I want to do the best I can not to. So anyway, I'm going to, like I said, run back inside, chill out for a little while. Got to make Mom breakfast anyway in like a half hour, and cross my fingers that these paint markers get here sooner rather than later. I really wanted it to be, it's going to be a 2 bunny day regardless. I'll stay up late if I have to.
It's raining, you know, there's no nice day.
Yeah. That's the way spring is. It's always back and forth. You know the saying that March comes in like a lion, it goes out like a lamb?
Well, I've had it.
Well, supposedly we're getting close to the lamb part.
I'm gonna go back to Arkansas.
I
A
know.
lot better down there. Everybody's like, oh, you gotta live up there because that's where you make money. Well, I don't give a shit now. I want to go somewhere where I feel good.
It'll be warm soon. I mean, it's getting to me too, but just give it another week or so, and you'll notice a big difference. Yeah, because it's Sunday and the traffic's super low. Not a lot of noise outside going on. My mom has a tendency to sleep a little bit later. So then everything in the day is a little bit later, including breakfast right now. I'm just whipping her up one of her normal breakfasts that I make for her that she enjoys, which is generally has a bagel component to it. This time I'm going to do like a fried bagel. While that's frying up, I'm also going to get my kitty her breakfast. So let's see here. Now, if you're a subscriber of mine and you've watched my grocery shopping videos that I've done, you'll know that I picked up these recently. And at first, I didn't think my cat liked them. She wasn't really digging it, but if I squish it up and get it all mushed into the bowl, it's like crack. My cat will eat this in seconds. It's hilarious. Anyway, I gotta get this going. All right, kitty dinner. We're gonna go with 1 egg. I'm gonna do bagel, egg, no, bagel, slice of tomato, salt and pepper, egg, slice of cheese over the top. There's one thing I learned about my mom. I don't know if I've mentioned this, maybe. Like the more layers something has or the more components it has, like it intrigues her. So she likes it a lot better. She'll eat like the whole thing. All right. Almost. It's gotta be, yeah, that's good enough, right? And let's put a little butter. Turn that down, heck yeah. Alright, let's get you. I should have let that cool down a little more. Oh well. I'm gonna hurry. I'm still waiting for my delivery. Being very impatient about it. I want to get back out there. I've already traced out a new design that I plan on doing after I'm done with the bunnies. But I will not make anything brand new until I have confident that the bunny is perfect. Then it's a little bit more complicated, like one more step up. I'll try and put a picture of it up here for you. But what it is, it's just essentially a stained glass picture of a daisy. That's going to be some brown buttered. It's going to be salty. Anyway. I can use the daisy to make, as a template to make different colored flowers, different schemes. Turn that down even more. All right, time to slice the tomato. Let's get to that. So I figure the bunnies I'm going to make maybe 5 different colors of bunnies to start off with and see what they do before I put all my eggs into the bunny basket. And then I'm going to make this flower. Make, about the same amount of those different color schemes. And then I'll move on to the next thing, whatever that might be. I have several patterns or ideas already saved on my computer. It's just a matter of which one calls to me next. For some reason, this daisy thing, I don't know, I just think it looks cute. I like the way it looks. So, all right, tomato. All right, you're going to have to put up with me grinding up some pepper here because I let myself run out. And before you ask, why are you using a mortar and pestle to grind pepper? I used to have a grinder and it broke, and then I just never bought a new one. I've done this ever since. And to be honest, I kind of like being able to get at the exact texture I'm looking for. It's just a pain when you run out in the moment and you really need some pepper. Actually, I should be showing you what I'm doing, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's better. Sorry I waited till I was pretty much done before I thought to do that. Yeah, that'll last me a little while. I'm pretty generous with pepper, though. Anyway, back to what I'm trying to get done. I don't want to serve her a cold breakfast just in the name of YouTube. Sorry, guys. Anyway, 1 banana for her, 3 bananas for her, 1 for me. I really fear I'm going to struggle with myself today because of the weather mostly. I had one small thing go wrong at the end of my day yesterday when I was pushing myself through, and it's just killed my momentum. I need to reestablish it, but it's 35 degrees outside, so it's making me not want to go out there. I've moved a lot of stuff inside in terms of parts of the process. Like, after I've cut it out and grinded it, I grind it, I bring it in here and do the foil. Then I gotta go back out there to solder. I mean, I could solder it in here. It's just, I probably shouldn't. It'll probably be gross. I don't have like a fume extractor type deal. It's just, I want to do this. And I should have known with Will being off work the past few days. He has always been my biggest distraction. Both a good and a bad way. That's one of the bad things about us, is we're too much alike. We both get distracted by each other. That's why I don't get things clean around here. It's why I don't talk to my mom probably as much as I should. It's why I don't do things like this, because I want to spend time with him. I enjoy his time. He's like a drug to me, maybe. And the same thing for him with me. I mean, he doesn't get things accomplished because he wants to spend time with me. And now with him working third shift, which is a new thing, only in the past 6 months or so, he's gone from 7 o'clock at night until 7 o'clock in the morning, 4 nights a week. And when he gets home, I would like to hang out with him for the few hours that he's awake in the morning, but that's my time that I have to spend getting my mom all settled in the morning and going out for her walk now. So by the time all that's done, he's heading up to bed. So it's like the few days that he is off, I spent, we run our errands together, our grocery shopping, which I did do, and I filmed all of it, but there's no story there, so I didn't know what to do with all of it. And that's kind of been the story for me all for the past few days. Is on Thursday I filmed mostly, I think it's just outside stuff because it snowed and it was so pretty, and I got some really cool shots of the birds in the flat feeder out there trying to eat through the snow before I cleared it all out and put in fresh stuff. And just other various little snippets of things that have happened in the last few days. But I've been struggling to figure out how to put it all together to make a coherent story. So it's just kind of I've just been putting it off until I got something accomplished, that there was an end, and there still is no end. The end is this, me talking right now. And I'm not sure what's going to happen today. Am I going to force myself out there and do what I've been wanting to do what I need to do? Or am I just going to have another day, another half-assed day, where I just manage to meet my mom's needs, but I don't meet my needs to... I'm meeting my recreational needs, but I'm not meeting my any other needs. Like, this needs to be addressed. I can't put it off anymore. There's finances are going to start becoming strained if I don't figure out a way to replace them. And I'm really struggling to find a solution. I really am. And, maybe this is a solution, but it's such a little tiny solution. It's not the end-all be-all solution. And for a brief moment in time, I thought maybe YouTube would be the solution, but I know that's not it either. And getting another job, yeah, that would put a Band-Aid on things for a little while. I just have so many things against me right now. Like, especially with finding a job. I mean, Will and I, we share one car. The truck you see that's parked out in the driveway, that's my father's truck. My mother was driving it up until the point where she couldn't drive anymore, and I just keep it there because it gives her comfort. And yes, there's a lot of excuses that's going to come up in the next few seconds, but I hate that truck. I don't want to drive that truck. And it's still registered in my father's name. The plates are expired. I can't find the title. And if you know anything about who I am, if you're a new person here, you're probably thinking, well, just go fix all that. But with all the other problems I have on my plate, that problem it's not even remotely anything I give a shit about right now. We could use 2 vehicles. Maybe I can figure it out, but just the thought of it's making my anxiety. But anyway, so we share one car. Now that he's working third shift, it really screws me over in finding another job. Because generally, the job that I do, factory work, assembly, most places either start at 6 in the morning, generally anywhere from between 6 in the morning to 7:30 in the morning. If you're gonna find rare, occasional 8:30, but I can't remember the last time I saw a place that started that time of day. Now you do have 3 shifts you can work with. There's second shift, which is usually starts anywhere between noon and 3 o'clock. And then you got third shift, which is Will's stuck on right now. And that one can start anywhere between like 10 and, well, he's working 12-hour shifts, so his is earlier. But generally, if they're 8-hour shifts, we're talking starting around 10-ish. So I got my mother. She's a factor. I have to be here now. She cannot feed herself. She cannot go out and walk by herself. She can't feed her dogs. You get the point. And I feel like the longer I do this YouTube channel, the more I'm trying to get new people, I'm getting further away from who I am. I'm trying to hide parts of me so I don't come off as some loser or crazy person or a late, I just don't care anymore. I care about if someone comes here and decides to stay here, they came here seeing me for me, not some scripted version of myself that I'm trying to put a mask over myself just to attract somebody. And it's always, I'm going to keep the name A Daughter's Dementia Story because, that is what I am doing. It is a daughter's dementia story still. But I'm not going to cultivate this into some type of enterprise. I'm just not, I don't want to do it. I just want this to be a place to express myself, and that's what it's going to be. And when I feel like expressing myself, I'll express myself. And when I don't, I won't. And I won't feel the pressure of having to perform and put out new content on it because, Will's home.